says I'm not ready?
Did you touch it?
I touched it.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Be Fearless. We put a lot of work and effort into our RV. Last time we showed you a tour of our RV. It was very brown, kind of looked like the dungeon. It was nice, but it just made me a little claustrophobic. So we wanted to give you a tour of what we have done.
No offense to the browns. We just don't like the color brown.
Not in where we're going to live, where it's very tight spaces. So I'm going to show you what we did on the outside, because we put a lot of stuff in our basement, and then we'll take you on the inside. But first, look at what we did. We got our cute little tattoos. They're not tattoos.
I think they're called decals.
Decal. Thank you.
I put a whole video up about the decals and installing the decals.
Yeah. So we got them up, and they're so cute. Okay. So we decided to make this part our fun recreation area. Sorry, words are not my thing. Maybe I should be wearing words or heart shirt, but look at my cute shirt. Do not pet the fluffy cows. You'll see another episode about that where we saw the fluffy cows, and there were so many and they were amazing and I love them so much, but we didn't pet them. But this is my cute shirt today. Okay, back to this. So in here we have, this is like our fun stuff. We have all our life jackets because not that we actually wear them, but we have the thought that we could wear them if we want to be safe. So we got all that.
Anytime we're driving in the RV, we should have our life jackets on.
Only if we take the RV in the ocean.
Oh. Well, then what other need would we have for life jackets?
I'm not even going to make a comment about that.
Nobody else knows.
We have paddle boards.
Oh, for the paddle boards.
So if the girls actually decide to take the paddle boards out and like into the middle of the lake, they can put the life jackets on. But they just decide to sit on them and push each other off.
King of the hill.
And they don't actually wear the life jackets for that because they're not doing anything besides trying to push each other off. So they just sit here looking cute and not protecting anyone. But that's fine. We're fine with that. Everything's fine. Except we're dragging them around to not protect anyone. But that's fine. We're not irritable about that at all. Okay. We got our cool fire pit, which we still have not hooked up. We're gonna let my dad help us with that. It's a propane thing. We're gonna do that. I don't even know what's in this bag. We haven't opened it. Oh, this is Hannah's woodworking stuff, what she wants to do, wood carving. She gets like into phases where she does it and then she doesn't. So my thought was we're going to be sitting around the fireplace and she's going to be carving wood. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm hopeful it will someday. We've got some stuff in here to drop off at my dad's house and my sister-in-law's house and my sister's house, and that will, I need to stop talking. Okay. Anyways, this is our cool stuff. I'll put that back later.
Okay.
This is our next part, and I've been working on this a lot. So we have all of our things you lay in outside.
Hammocks.
Hammocks, thank you. These are our hammocks, my EMT bag, and then we've got our paddle boards and helmets, and all of our awesome chairs go in here, which is great. This has become our toolbox, fire, smoky, barbecue thing. Words are so hard sometimes.
I'm only here to interpret, folks. I'm here to interpret and hold the camera. That's it.
I just need an interpreter sometimes. Okay, what was it again?
Fire pit, or barbecue, excuse me.
Barbecue. There's our barbecue. And then we keep our tables in there and all of our long stuff. So our mat and anything long we shove over there. It's great. And then you just need like buckets for all kinds of stuff. So those are extra buckets. There's our water and propane. And this took me so long to do. So we've got two big tubs with like the chucks and stuff to go under our wheels and our big tools. And then we have 14, 15, 17 buckets. They're all labeled. I have all my organization here so you can know exactly what you're getting in what bucket and where it's at over here on the side. So you can ask for something and I can find it in 1 minute. It's amazing. Organization is great. It is my strong suit, not words. All right, the big bike is Chris's. It goes on the back of the Jeep. And here's all our bikes that goes on the back of this. This is the back side where all of our electrical cables are, in the back of the tool bins. We just call this our tool shed. And I don't know, this is still, what's in this one? I don't remember.
Obviously nothing important. We haven't unlocked it in the whole time we've been here.
I don't know.
We've been at this spot for almost 10 days now, and we haven't unlocked that bin yet.
Oh, this is our wet bay. I haven't actually showered Chris in it yet, but we have showered our feet off once in a while. It
And the
works good.
dogs.
And the dogs. They get a little muddy out here. And another wet bay. So we put all of our extra hoses and the stinky slinky stuff in there. And that's just our batteries and stuff. So, oh, do not drip on me. I got dripped on. Okay, so this is our pantry. So that big tub right there is our pantry. There's not a lot of stuff up there for extra stuff. So that's our extra stuff. And that's about it. And then this is my extra school books and my reading books, because, you know, every girl's got to have her extra books.
And it's where we put Starlink when we're not using it.
Yeah, that bit. Becca wanted to bring her backpack, and I'm like, we don't have room for that, but Starlink fits in there. And this is all the junk that I thought I wanted, but I don't actually have room for up there, like extra silverware and signs and cute little things. So, all right, we'll come around and we're gonna go inside and I'll show you what's inside. Oh, and this thing. We found someone had this at the beach, and we were like, what is that? Because we were looking at getting a wagon, beach wagon. And then we saw this awesome doohickey. It's a beach cart, I think. Anyways, we can put 2 paddle boards. Stop laughing! Words are not easy, especially today. My brain is... Anyways, it's just not working. So we can put 2 paddle boards, 2 or 3 chairs, and a big other things on this thing, and you can take it anywhere. It's got 2 massive wheels that can go on like stairs.
You can take it anywhere?
Well, Chris can take it anywhere. He can pull this thing anywhere, and it's very light and easy for him.
Sarah hasn't pulled it once yet.
I did. I pulled it once, and it was fine. I like it better when you pull it. It's much easier when you pull it.
Much nicer when I pull it.
Yeah. Oh, and look at this chair. This is like, oh, bug, we're good. This is like the greatest outdoor chair. It's so comfy. I love it so much. And then Hannah picked this chair. Oh, it's so nice. We can just sit and like swing, and it's the hammock chair. It's amazing. And this is Becca's bungee chair. She got it for Christmas and we took it with us, and it's actually my favorite because you can set it up in like 1 second. And there's Chris's chair, which we also love, but the other ones are a little bit more fun. Okay, come on in. I brought my little bunny that my dad gave me. It comes with us. It's not out in the garden anymore. Oh, I need to turn off the air conditioning.
No, you don't.
It's loud.
Doesn't matter.
It's loud.
Your mic will be fine.
It's a little loud. It distracts me from thinking. We can't have that. Okay. So, as you can see, it's not, oh, you're gonna whine. It's not brown anymore. We painted everything. I learned how to use a painting gun. Is that what it's called?
A sprayer.
A spray gun. It was a lot of work, but it was great. So we're gonna start up here. All right, so you already saw this. This comes down, makes a queen size bed. We had to get rid of the mattress because this was so not good. As we were driving, where were we? Tennessee, Kentucky, somewhere. This thing kept falling, and it was falling like this. It was so bad.
Why was it falling though?
These pins, which were supposed to be in and hold them up, with the extra mattress up there, the pins could not be in and hold it tight to the ceiling. And so it just kept falling over and over and over. And we had a sled and pictures and a guitar and other things on top of the bed. That probably didn't help. So We took everything off the bed. Stop, Chewy. And then we got rid of the mattress, and then now we can put the pins on when we're driving. It saves us from having it fall on our heads. It's great. Well, Chewy is a little whiner. He doesn't do so well traveling. He just wants to run all over the place and run up and down on my lap. And he's wonderful. We love him so much. But we finally found it was better to get a little dog bed for him, so we put that up there, and I put the desk right in front of my lap, and then I can pet him, and he's got his place to be while I am sitting here traveling. I put fun little things up there for me to look at while we're traveling. They are like Velcro down. They still fall over sometimes because, you know, things don't work all the time. We keep our printer up here because I'm a homeschool mom. Gotta have my printer, and there's nowhere else to put it. So the printer's there. These chairs turn around and face our house when we're not traveling. And Chris just painted the table because the contact paper I put on it to make it look cute didn't work.
And you didn't like the Formica that was on it.
Yeah, the Formica looked horrible. So we took it off, and so we redid the table. It's great. We got these for the couch. We actually got one for the couch, but I hadn't measured it because the RV was getting looked at, and it only came up to like here. So we had to send that back. We got these Bohemian couch covers, and they can wash nicely when somebody pukes on them, which that was great. And we brought my Aunt Carolyn made this for Chris, and so I love it, so we brought it with us. We've got stuff up here, and under the couch is so much stuff. We are able to like put all of my homeschooling books in here. So like all the things that we have that we're working on right now go in here. We've got the dog food and dog stuff is in one bin. All the coffee stuff is over here. And we also have like a whole thing of DVDs, a whole thing of games, extra blankets, and more dog stuff.
Let's talk about like the painting.
Well,
you don't have to admit to the mistakes. You just have to tell them what you did.
Well, let's just say we got it on a Friday afternoon. I thought the whole thing was going to be taped and we'd have one coat of paint up, maybe 2 coats by that evening. That was not the case. It took us 2 or 3 days of taping to get it taped, and then another 4 days of painting. Many days of painting. So we took all the doors off, all the hardware off. The girls took all the hardware off. And it took a lot of work. It took so much work. I don't even know how many doors and drawers we have in here. It's a lot more than I ever dreamed of. And then we just painted everything. We didn't paint the very front, except the very front cabinets by hand. But we painted everything from this back white. And then my friend Arielle came over and she helped paint this blue. I wasn't sure about the top blue, but I loved this so much that we decided just to do the top blue, and I'm so glad. It just really brings in some warmth, and it's so beautiful. It's called Dewdrop, and I need to fix that. I love it. It just makes it so much more homey, and I really love blue anyways. The dining area I hated. It was all brown and a darker brown and more brown. And so we ripped off all of the leather, fake leather stuff here. We recovered all of this in gray. And then I designed this saying, "Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire." I designed this, and Becca helped me pick out the sand may brush off, the salt may wash away, but the memories will last forever. So we designed that. And Chris put them on his laser machine like 3 days before, no, maybe a week before he moved. I love them. That's one of my favorite things about my RV.
Once or leave it.
It just makes this place just seem like ours. And then we put pine and groove.
Tongue and groove pine.
Tongue and groove pine. I was close. Tongue and groove pine. Stop your snickering. down there, and it just looks so nice.
You
So,
want to be on the video, Chewy?
oh, he
Can you
does.
say hi? Are you doing cheesers? No.
So there's more storage under here. So most of the under here is all kitchen stuff, like pots and pans, and we brought our Vitamix, stuff like that. And we put a little hat thing up there to hang your hats on. A hat rack. Yeah, hat rack. Stop laughing. Seriously.
I put a hat thing up there.
Well, you know. And then we brought as many cute things as I could. I just literally would walk around and be like, where can I put this? So Stephanie gave me Jesus Knows Me This I Love, and I love that in that spot. It's just so beautiful. And my friend Michelle gave me this beautiful little, what's that again? A vase. So brought some vase, and we brought some flowers. It's so fun. Brought our sand art for Chris. It doesn't work all the time, but we love it when it does work. All right, so the kitchen, not a ton of room, but we've got, you know, it works. It works. We just learned to take everything out of packages. You can't leave anything in boxes. Unless it's liquid. Please leave the liquid in the container. That doesn't work so well. But we have like 2 bowls and a colander and a sieve. And there's like 2 more bowls down there. That's it. And a couple little measuring cups. Thank you. I don't know where my brain is today, but it's not here, obviously. Everyone got to pick 2 cups. I think I picked 3, but don't tell anyone. And then we found.
We all noticed. Shut up. Well, one of those cups that you picked was actually a gift to me that I never use, and so I think you kind of defaulted it.
So I got these in South Dakota when I was here with my sister. They're like the best mugs ever. One was for Chris, one was for me, and he doesn't use them, so I use them all the time. They're my favorites. And then Stephanie had given me this mug, Let's Escape to the Woods, and I'm like, well, we're kind of escaping to the woods, so I kind of had to bring that one too. Everyone else got 2 mugs. So everyone has 2 plates, 2 bowls. No, we only have 5 bowls. You know, you get the point. Not a lot. And then
Minimal.
all of our stuff, we just got rid of almost everything, and what we have is in there. This drawer tends to pop open while we're driving. So we have to stick our handy dandy stepping stool in front of it.
Would you say there would have been enough space in there for a cheese slicer? Asking for a friend.
I'm not going there with you. I'm not going there. But our new cheese slicer that our dear friends,
The
Corthels gave us, we keep that in the microwave because it won't fit in there. We actually keep our bread and the cheese slicer. See? Here's our very awesome cheese slicer, but it sits up here with the bread in the microwave because that's where we keep our bread. Doesn't everyone keep their bread in the microwave? Another RVer told us to do that, so it actually works quite well. But all our dog toys are in here. I love this saying, you are never too old to set another goal, to dream a new dream. I was dreaming about this, not this, but dreaming about just dreaming and setting goals and doing things before we ever decided to do this. So, yeah. Okay. We brought this sign that was Chris's grandparents, maybe great-grandparents.
It was at their property. I don't know anything.
We don't know how old it is, but it was old. It had like layers and layers and layers and layers of paint on it. And we found it in Chris's mom's garage after we got married. And I'm like, I want that.
It's actually after my dad passed. We were cleaning out the garage.
Well, that's after they got married. After we got married. It's just many, many years later.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyways, I loved it. So we ended up taking that with us. Live life abundantly. We are trying to do that. And then this is where all of our keys and sunglasses go. And then everyone gets one sweatshirt over here and dog leashes because we actually have to walk our dogs on a leash now. Which we don't mind at all. Most of the time. We got a new fridge because the old one was sucking our battery like crazy, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, if we were not connected to like 50 amps, it was beeping, which is not fun. So we got a new fridge and it's amazing. And this is my pantry. It's not very big, but we have like sugar and flowers and stuff in here. It works very well. So we just learned just be minimal. We just buy what we need for a week and that's it. And then this is our little stove, and we learned to keep our pots and pans that we're going to use. We basically just use a cast iron skillet and one pot.
And we have a plug-in griddle.
Which we do. Which is awesome. I've never had one before. And it's fun. You can make like great pancakes on that thing. It's really fun. And then we use our air fryer all the time. And of course, the coffee for Chris, which I think is
that
disgusting.
keeps me sane.
Yes, this helps keep him sane. So I gave him some room on the counter. I'm sacrificing.
Except when we travel, it comes off the counter because it likes to slide, and it actually goes down in this little nook right there.
Yes. We tried leaving it on the counter, and it decided to fly across the counter and onto the floor.
It might have been the same time you tried to make me a sandwich one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
that we have evidence of how that went or anything.
Yeah, well, that was not great. We brought our artwork here. This is one of my favorite times. We were walking with the girls at a winery, and it was so pretty. Okay. Isn't that such a beautiful picture? They were so sweet. And actually, I just love it. Okay. We redid, hang on, I'm gonna turn that off. Okay. So we redid the bathroom. You can go look at that. It's so cute. So we painted everything blue and put up awesome wallpaper that happened to just match. I bought it online. I didn't know that it was going to match so well, but it's so great. So we have these baskets here that when we are traveling, these all go in the shower. Our Berkey, which is there to filter water because we can't drink the water out of the tap. That all goes in the shower, and then this can hang up and just stays there. And then we've got a little thing to hang up all of our towels over there. And then our wet towels go over here or on here to dry. These are Turkish towels. They're super light and they dry fast, and they're fun colors, and I love them. So they don't dry your hair really super fast. So we just got the girls little cute little towels for their hair. You don't have hair, so you don't really bother you.
The watchers don't care about the little towels you're using for your hair.
They might.
They don't.
They might.
They don't.
They might be like, ooh, I need to know what kind of towel she has for her hair.
Okay, so where'd you buy it?
I don't know. Target?
Yes.
Yes, and Chris helped pick them out because I couldn't find them. I was staring at them and I couldn't see them, and he found them for me. Okay, so the girls' bunks are over here. Hannah's got a migraine, so we're going to leave her alone. But you can scoot down. This is Becca's bunk. So they have nice big, what's that? A window? A window. They have nice big windows. They each have a TV in there, which they don't work super great, but it's kind of fun. They can watch TV once in a while. When we're like watching a movie out there, they can watch it in here. They each have one drawer underneath here, and we got them a little pouch thing, and this will hold like their waters and books and stuff like that. So they each have one hanging off their bed. It's great.
Are we sure Hannah's in her bunk?
Yeah, she is.
Yes. I gave her medicine.
She's not going to
and some
jump
water.
out of a...
Oh, look, she's waving.
She's not going to jump out and scare you at the end of this video?
I hope not.
I wish.
So Uncle Dan gave me this picture of Mount Shasta, when we were at his house a month ago. And so that goes here now. There was another TV. We had 6 TVs in this place, so we got rid of that. And so we got some beautiful scenery here, and I love it. We keep our spices here because this was for remotes. And I'm like, well, we don't need that, so we're going to put that there. And our cans go here.
Mom,
What?
how do you save?
There's a button at the top that says save. You hit that. Okay. This is our master bedroom. La la. This was the bane of my existence. It was so brown. Everything was so brown. So we painted everything. Oh, and I forgot to say, all the trim that was up here was very, very, very dark brown. So Chris ripped all the trim.
Well, people know what it looked like if they watched the previous video.
Go watch the previous video if you don't remember.
Yeah.
He was really nervous about taking it off. And I'm like, other people have done it. He's like, I don't know. And then he watched a YouTuber ripping it off, and she was nervous, but they loved it. So he ripped it off for me, and we love it. So we just put up natural pine, and we put a clear coat finish on it. So this is the way it's going to be. I like it. Sorry if you don't, but that's the way I like it. So I'm not apologizing for it. We each have 2 drawers. Oh man, my My brain. Oh, goodness gracious. We each have 2 drawers. We got rid of all our clothes except for what can fit in 2 drawers and a couple hanging up things. That's it.
I think I have a couple of hanging up things. I think you have a myriad of hanging up things.
You actually have more than I do.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You want to see?
We'll discuss
me to
that
count?
later. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah, because your stuff is thicker, so it actually takes up more room. Haha. Okay, so this is my cute, wonderful, happy space. So I brought my little lantern, butterfly lamp that I love, and Mrs. Samuelson, Donna, she's my homeschool mama. They've actually been RVing full time for 3 years. She gave this to me 5 years ago, and I have not killed it yet. Ha ha! It's the only thing I haven't killed besides my children in a very long time. I shouldn't say that. That came out wrong. You know what I mean. Just go with it. Okay.
Plant-wise.
Plant-wise. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Plant-wise.
Yes. Thank you. And then this I was going to use for clothes. We didn't really need it. And food, we don't really need it. So we just have our laundry and medications in all of our backpacks. So it's great. We end up putting all of our shoes underneath the bed. And the bed comes out to here. So we're not actually walking on them. And then I put our smaller shoes hanging up on there. All of our beach stuff, like swimsuits, go there, and our like going out to like the bathhouse, all that stuff goes there. And then there's a ton of storage underneath the bed. So we have like boots and blankets,
cats.
boots and cats and boots and cats. That's not how it's supposed to go. We don't have any cats.
No.
Don't mess with my head. You're so mean. Anyhow, I really wanted some beadboard in here just to like make it feel like home. So it came up to here, and I'm like, nope, don't like that. So I wanted up to here, but then it felt really funky around here, and I'm like, well, we need to like frame this out. And Chris is like, Sarah, we have like a week to get this all done. I'm like, you can do it. It won't take that long. It'll take like an hour. Okay, it took longer than an hour. But I love it. It just turned out so nice. And then we put up some, what's this? Trim. We put up some trim along here. And
Technically, it's called chair rail, in case anybody wants to know.
But it's so nice. It's so cute. So we did that, and I loved it. But then I was like, when I was power spraying with paint, the first coat I did it on slow. The second, Chris had washed it all out, and you have to wash it on high speed. Forgot to put it back to like a slow speed. You should not be spraying in here on high speed, just in case you're wondering. Please check your settings, because I had some massive drips here and some massive drips over there and some not so massive drips in other places. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to cover that up. So we put up, Holly, my friend, came over, and she helped me put up the wallpaper, and I just love it. So we put wallpaper over there to cover up the drips and over here to cover up the drips, and it turned out so nice. And then we brought our awesome clock, which stopped working after we got on the road, but it's okay. It will always just be 2 o'clock. It's fine. We have phones to look at, right? And then...
It's right twice a day.
Yeah. And then I brought this. This is Hocking Hills, one of the places we've been in. I just love it. We just took the glass out, so...
But you actually took that picture.
Yeah, this is the picture I took. This is a time we were there with the Samuelson family, and it's just beautiful, and it makes me happy. So I brought it with us. And then we had like space that was not usable space below the little side table over here, and I thought that was stupid, so we ripped it out. I made Chris rip it out, and so we made little shelves there on both sides so we can put things there. So I normally keep my jammies there. I put them away because it didn't look as cute, you know, when I was showing my house. So, but like my jammies go there, my computer goes there when we're not traveling, stuff like that. And then, yeah, it's so great. And then when we're traveling, we found we didn't have a place for my daughter's guitar, so we just throw it on the bed. But it's great. Oh, and we redid the floor.
I was waiting for that.
I took a long time to do the floor. Chris helped me at first. We got these from Walmart. Found out that they don't come with enough actual adhesive to stick to anything. So we didn't know how much we were going to need. So I got like 6 boxes and some adhesive. Well, we had to go back and get the adhesive caulking. So we started doing that. We had to go 7 times before we got enough to finish the entire thing. It took me 4 days, what I thought would be finished in 1, but it looks really nice. Turned out pretty good. I worked really hard on this, and I'm so thankful I did it. It just looks so nice now. So, welcome to our home. It feels like home now, and we love it.